Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And hello everybody, welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Enjin coin analysis video, that is ENJ. Now on today's agenda, we will first be starting off with that Mango dashboard, and only then will I be moving on over to the charts. Okay, now if you're someone who is in a hurry and you just want to cut to the chase, I will be including timestamps below. Cool beans, cool beans. Now let's get in. Now I'm particularly excited to be pulling up the Mango dashboard today because ENJ was not just any ordinary sort of, coin that I picked out from the list. I actually, just this morning, I was doing some preliminary analysis with my Cup of Joe, and, well, some of you know that we have a brand new feature, right, on the Mango dashboard, which is this right here. That is the hot list. Now, for those of you with premium access to the dashboard, you guys can access this list. If you just go ahead and just click on it, you'll get the hot list. Now, I'm currently on that 4-hour time frame, and I've been particularly looking at those lower time frames because I want to see if, some of these trends have begun to actually reverse. Now, on the hot list, I noticed that the top coin on here is actually ENJ. Okay, ENJ USDT gave us a long trend change, which is a bullish trend signal, yesterday, right? Now, if you're someone who managed to catch this trade, you are already up a good 47%. All right, and if you notice, guys, ENJ BTC is also at rank 5 on the hot list, and this too flipped long yesterday, right? And if you caught this trade, you are currently up a good 52% on that trade. Now, I want you guys to note that the hot list is still very much in its beta phase, okay? We're still testing this. In fact, that's why I sort of brought it up today. That's why I started off my morning looking at the hot list. It was because I have been aggressively testing the list, okay? All the coins that have been showing up here, so it is still very much in beta. And that's why if you just sort of hover your mouse over that button, you'll notice that experimental is in caps, okay? I do not want anyone using this in pure isolation. Use it with some TA and let us know, give us some feedback on what you think of this new feature, and if there are any sort of outliers that you see, if there's any fixes that need to be made. We too are still testing it, and we'd love to hear your feedback on it. Okay, so now ENJ appears to be on this list, and so we will be covering ENJ today. So far the gains have been pretty significant, right? So now let's get into the charts and see what ENJ is really up to. Now, on the weekly time frame, I'm going to start off with the weekly time frame because, well, as many of you know, the markets have taken a pretty significant pullback. And if I just go ahead and look at ENJ, what I'm looking for here is to see if, we managed to actually hold that weekly structure. And if I have to be honest with you, no. Okay. Along with Bitcoin, I believe XRP, BNB, I think, no, Ethereum is not one. Ethereum and Cardano right now are outliers, but VeChain, at least on this current list that I have on my sidebar, VeChain, Bitcoin, XRP, BNB, they've all lost those weekly uptrends. Okay, now Bitcoin is the market leader here, so I usually look for what Bitcoin is doing in order for me to really guide my future trades. Bitcoin's market condition right now, I believe, is leaning bearish. Okay, so as you can see that ENJ too, right? ENJ took that dump to the downside, also losing its weekly structure. So it is pretty much in line with the market leader right now, the market leader being Bitcoin. However, we have taken this recent sort of pump to the upside, and I'll tell you what it is that I'm looking for. Okay, if I just go ahead and put on my horizontals, I've had these horizontals from my previous Enjin coin analysis with you guys. All right, and as you can see, even as we dumped right here, we came down almost to touch a very, very major region of support that I had extrapolated from previous price action, from historic price action. We had a front run on that, and price got picked back up by the bulls. I'll say this, I do believe that ENJ is currently up against resistance. Okay, well, we did get that signal on the dashboard. My TA is currently telling me that we are currently up against resistance. The resistance on the weekly, at the very least, is not just the horizontal that comes in at $2.07, but if I just go ahead and put that off, you'll notice that the Tenkin as well as the Kijun line up in that area. Now, while also doing some other analysis on this chart, I noticed that that region right now, the region that we're currently contesting, has a lot of confluence in terms of that point of resistance, okay, that we're currently up against. But even as far as the weekly is concerned, I think that the critical level that ENJ will have to take out in order for us to really anticipate further continuation to the upside, it is going to be $2.07. Okay, if you do not want to draw out that line, just put on your Ichimoku cloud, look at the way that Kijun and that Tenkin really line up at, and that is going to be your point of resistance. Alrighty, as soon as we start taking that out, I'm saying up we go. The next point of contention is only going to be at $2.69. For the bulls to really get a proper revival, okay, on ENJ, we'll have to start taking out $3.30. And when I say taking out, I'll be looking for candle body closes. Okay, candle body closes over $3.30 is going to send ENJ to newer highs. Right, at which point, believe it or not, the next high I will be looking for on this chart is only going to come in at $5. Right, and while this may look like a very minor move on my chart, it is not going to be a minor move. From the top to that $5 region, that's going to be a good 48% to the upside. Okay, a good 48%. But of course, it's going to be contingent on us actually, number one, taking back that weekly bullish structure. And when I say that, I'm talking about ENJ actually putting in a series of lower highs and higher highs, right? That's essentially what we want to see. I'm just going to get rid of these nasty squiggly lines right here. So what I'll be looking for is, this is a low here, which has been established. I want to see another higher low, as well as a higher high. Okay, telling us that ENJ is taking back that weekly uptrend. The bulls are beginning to take back control. Us taking out these highs right here is going to be a nail in the coffin for the bears. Okay, so far I do believe that the bears are in control. In fact, it's not just ENJ that they're in control of, they're in control of many of the other altcoins as well. Now getting back on over to the Mango dashboard very quickly, now that we've sort of rounded in on ENJ, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and filter out ENJ from this list, because we have established that Enjin coin is long currently, right? It's a bullish trend change on the 4-hour time frame. However, with trends, guys, you need to understand that they first start off from your minor time frames, they then move on over to intermediate time frames, and then they move on over to your major time frame. Now, I just showed you that we have lost that major uptrend on the weekly time frame. Okay, so the beginnings of a trend being established is going to first start from the 4-hour time frame, then it's going to go on over to the 12-hour time frame, then the daily, 2 days, so on and so forth. Now that I've moved on over to the 12-hour time frame, we can see that ENJ is still neutral. It's still very, very much neutral on the 12-hour time frame. Okay, well, the 4-hour has switched long, the 12-hour is still neutral. What I will be looking for in order to get some additional bullish confirmation on this is for the 12-hour to also flip long. Okay, the 12-hour flipping long will tip me off on ENJ actually breaking its next point of resistance, coming in at $2.07. Alrighty, so far, yes, the 4-hour has switched long, but I'll be looking at how the 12-hour reacts off of this region right here. Okay, now getting back on over to that $2.07 region of resistance, I told you that there's a lot of confluence in that region, right? So now this is the weekly time frame. I'm going to quickly get on over to the daily. Alrighty. And let's see what we have here. I'm going to get rid of this squiggly, nasty squiggly line. And, well, fix my chart first. Krisha, come on. All right, so now price relative to the cloud, first off. The cloud is red, price is underneath the cloud, all right? We have a bearish TK cross between the Kijun and the Tenkin. However, one saving grace right now is that price is currently living over the Tenkin as well as that 21 EMA, and we're currently using both those regions as support underneath us. Now, if I go ahead and put on my horizontals, you'll notice that the horizontal at $2.07, which is a weekly point of resistance, also lines up with that daily cloud resistance as well. Okay, currently price is sandwiched between that region of resistance going all the way down to the 21 EMA. Okay, that is the sandwich that we're currently in. So depending on which way we break, if we break to the upside, I'm saying up we go. If we break that to the downside, I'm like further down we go, likely testing $1.47 once again. If we break to the upside, the next major region of contention okay, is only going to come in, like I mentioned, at $2.69, which I believe is going to be a pretty decent move, right? From there to $2.69 is going to be a good 28% to the upside. Alrighty, so far it's a sandwich. I think it's still, it's neutral here. All right, in this particular juncture, it's neutral. Depending on where we break, that is going to give us the tip off on who takes control. Now, this is what the daily is doing. This is the confluence here, okay, the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud. That is cloud resistance as well. Now, moving on over to the 4-hour time frame. Now, the 4-hour, notice where we're sitting at, right? $2.07. I'm also going to go ahead and pull up my 200 simple moving average. And there you go. Right, the 200 simple moving average is also lining up with that region. This region is going to be critical. So far, price is getting rejected off of it, but do not miss the sandwich. We're currently sandwiched between a zone of resistance and support. Depending on which way we break, that is going to tip us off on who takes control. All right, I personally would not be jumping the gun. If I do intend on playing the ranges, then it would be easy for me to take a play on, you know, the bottom of the range, gunning for the top. And if we break the top, I know that, all right, this trade is likely going to see continuation to the upside. However, if the trade breaks to the downside, and once again, I'll be looking for candle body closes. If we get that, then I'm saying further down we go. Okay, the next major region of contention is only going to come in at $1.47, which also lines up with the 4-hour Tenkin as well as that 21 EMA. A good, nice bullish signature here is that the Tenkin has officially crossed bullish. Okay, the Tenkin Kijun, we have a bullish crossover setup between the two right now. So that is looking good. So far, guys, ENJ, while we did get that 4-hour move, right, and it's been a good, what, 50%, at this particular juncture, it's neutral, okay? Either side can take over here because we are up against major resistance. If we close over, I'm saying up we go. That's going to be another good 25% to the upside. So now this is what ENJ USDT is up to. Let's quickly get on over to ENJ BTC. We will only be dissecting this on the weekly time frame. I'm going to put off my cloud and let's draw in some of those beautiful horizontals, shall we? Okay, so we have one region of resistance overhead, which comes in at 5,288 sats. Price literally just got up there and got rejected. Okay, so that was pretty neat. We got one region of support right around here, which comes in at 4,085 sats. And I'm also going to go ahead and draw out another region of contention that comes in right here. Okay, so now the current prevailing zone of price action that we're in is resistance at 5,288 sats, going all the way down to 4,061 sats. Okay, what I really like about this current weekly candle, now of course we have yet to close this candle, so that's something to note, is that not only did we see this crazy pump to the upside, but we've also undone this entire dump and then some. Okay, all of what ENJ lost against Bitcoin in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks was taken back in one swift weekly candle. All right, telling me that there is strength on this chart. The bulls are in control of this particular chart. Now, what the region that I'll be looking for the bulls to support, okay, is going to be the midpoint. Now, the midpoint comes in here at around 4,666 sats. For as long as we live over that region, even on those lower time frames, I'm saying there's a good chance the bulls actually take over. Okay, we'll be oscillating between this range. If we start breaking the resistance to the upside, then I'm saying up we go. Okay, the next major region of contention only comes in at 6,393 sats. And that, once again, guys, is not going to be an ordinary move to the upside. From this point of resistance to the next point, that's going to be a good 21% to the upside. However, if we start losing the midpoint, I'm saying down we go. Okay, the next major region of contention as support, it only comes in at 4,085 sats, right? We start breaking 4,085 sats. Likely gonna see 2,870 sats. All right, and that is going to be a bleed, guys. That is going to be a volatile bleed, 29%. Not something you want to be sitting in. So if you are someone looking to take a long trade on ENJ, I suggest having those invalidation points in place. Now, when I draw out these horizontals for you, even on the USDT chart, I do that to give you guys points of reference. Okay, they're not meant to drive in biases. They're meant to give you points of reference. That way, if you're taking trades, you know which pivot points to look at. You know when you're wrong. Alrighty. Now, this is all I have for you, honestly, for ENJ. I think it's still very much a neutral territory. The Bitcoin chart is up against resistance, and just ENJ USDT is currently sandwiched between a major region of support, right, and a major region of resistance overhead. The resistance coming in at $2.07. We take out $2.07. I'm saying up we go. That is going to be a good 20% at the very least to the upside. Alrighty, now this is all I have for you for ENJ. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. And with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.